Hi guys, and welcome to the JKT Radio Podcast, episode 42, where we're here to answer the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. And I am joined by my other philosophers and go-getters, Chris,
Boobs.
Devin,
I think, therefore, I fart.
That's pretty
and
accurate.
McBride.
All that matters is I got my trusty towel.
And I too, as the great Hitchhiker am, also have my trusty towel with me, and I am your hostess with the youngest brain, Kira. And I kind of realized I never said who I was.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I was like, wait a minute. You are just an enigma wrapped in,
It's like,
I am.
in a towel.
I don't exist. I just know I too have my trusty towel.
Yes.
Oh, and I just cracked most of the bones in my leg.
Ooh, fun.
Oh.
You mean the two of them?
Um,
I guess
no,
Are there-
there's
are
quite
there,
a.
like,
It was
fair amount
my
in your
ankles.
legs?
There's a lot of bones in my legs.
I don't know
Also, it was my
medicine,
ankle
okay?
that cracked. So they're like all
Ooh.
of the bones down there just went snap.
Oh, ow.
Snap,
It's usually my ankles that go. My ankles and my hip, obviously.
Yeah, I heard your hip
Snap
cracked,
hips.
like, through Discord one time.
Yeah, you've also heard my back crash through Discord, and you thought it was my chair.
Yeah, I've heard
Oh,
I've
yeah, I
heard
remember
various
that.
things crack out through Discord.
Crack.
Yeah, they're always not my chair. They are my bones.
Yeah,
I think one is actually audible in one of the podcasts.
it probably is.
Probably.
I mean, I'd rather have
Yeah.
a bone crack audible through the podcast than
Than the fart?
Than a fart,
That's true.
Which has also happened.
which has also happened.
Yeah,
It was a long time ago, but I do remember
Oh,
I was just casually
dear.
listening
Go
to
back
him.
and see if you can find the fart.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a challenge for all those who have
No time.
no time.
Or no life.
In the comments below, if you remember the fart, please comment below what episode it was and help other people find that fart.
There you go.
It's like, where's Waldo? It's the first
Exactly.
fart.
Where's Devin's fart?
Yeah. I mean, we never said it was my fart, even though it was.
You literally
It was
said you were the one who
100%
farts.
It was.
I am the one. Well, I mean, I am the one who farts.
Anyways.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, so, I was actually, because I can never remember the order of the ultimate question, of life, the universe, and everything, so I quickly Googled it to do that intro.
Mm.
Obviously, for those of you who don't know, the ultimate question of life, the universe, of everything was asked of the enormous supercomputer that was called Deep Thought, and Deep Thought had to think of the answer to it for 7.5 million years.
Yep.
And the answer was 42.
Yep.
What I didn't know, though, was this book is actually banned in certain libraries.
Wow.
I believe that.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
It's got some stuff in it that's well, I guess a little sanctimonious.
I don't
Well,
think it's quite-
okay, so I haven't watched the movie in a while because I just found out this morning that my copy of A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is so scratched to hell it doesn't work.
Oh, that sucks.
It was very depressing this morning.
Oh, no.
Although I will say the movie and the book are quite different in a
They
lot
are
of
quite
ways.
different. Yes, I have read there are 5. Douglas Adams is a crazy man,
Yes.
There
and
should be
it is
42.
no, it's a trilogy of 5.
It's not Dune.
Excuse me?
It's a
Sorry, can you
on the
repeat?
back of the books. It says it's a trilogy of 5.
Oh, dear.
I don't think the man knows what trilogy means.
Or he does.
No, he does.
And he's just fucking
man's-
with everybody.
The man's insane.
But
The man's
T-R-I,
fucking insane.
try, it means 3.
Although, man, if there's one thing that the movie did better than the book was they actually showed all the dolphins leaving Earth and singing "So Long" and
Yes.
"Thanks for all the fish."
I love it.
Like the
Okay.
book's just like, "Hey, this thing happened," and the movie's like, "No, we have to. This has to be the opening sequence of the movie."
Has to be the opening.
Yeah,
and
you can't
it's a
not
great
show that.
opening.
It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
It's a great opening.
It's such a good opening.
But here's the thing, because I bet you, Devin, you're only thinking of the first book, right?
I've only read the first book, honestly.
Alright, so I just finished the second book yesterday.
Ooh.
I do own all 5, but I haven't been able to read a lot between work, and I can't read on moving vehicles normally.
Mm.
So I kind of just read it during my lunch hour and my break.
Fair.
And then because I knew I was right near the end of book 2, I finished it yesterday morning. So, this movie's quite old. I'm giving you spoilers. It's old. Go watch it. It's
Go
great.
watch
even
it.
if me,
God.
even me explaining it doesn't do it justice.
Don't say the movie's old. It's from 2005.
I haven't
That's
seen it.
15 years ago.
That's
I hate to
15
break it
years.
to you.
Oh, hush. No,
I
that's not
know
allowed.
that's the problem. I remember when that movie came out in theaters.
We need
Yeah,
Did you
me
see it?
too.
I actually didn't see it in theaters. I
Neither
think
did I.
I don't think the movie actually did really well in theaters because I
don't think it
swear
did.
it kind of just came and went.
This is a cult classic movie still.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
still considered. As I said, the plot of this movie is deep thought. The only other thing deep thought the supercomputer ever did was design a computer even greater than deep thought, which would be so large it would be the size of a planet and would be mistaken by a planet by those that would form to live on it and create its matrix, which became the Earth. The Earth was manufactured by other life forms to be a supercomputer.
Is that where the Matrix, like the original idea of the Matrix, came from?
No.
No. No.
Yeah, I don't think so. Although it is kind of similar.
It is similar. Now here's what I found out at the end of the second book. There are still 3 more I haven't read that I'm gonna work my way through. Time travel is completely and utterly possible in space, and actually happens quite often. And there's a restaurant at the end of time and space, and people just go there to eat.
In the book or
Yeah.
in real life?
In the book.
Oh, yeah, I knew
They-
about that.
They mention it at the end of the movie, I believe.
Yeah, that's the end of the first book even. They said, let's go out to eat at Miller's, the restaurant at the end of the universe.
Mm-hmm.
But when they come back, something fucks up, and they end up 2 million years from their original time, and they crash land on the Earth
In the
And
past
so
or the
they're-
future?
in the past, 200 million
Oh.
years before the Earth was destroyed.
Oh, no.
So, and then they found out at the end of the book, I don't know if this actually happens because it's the end of book 2. I haven't started book 3 yet. The cavemen, the apes, are actually dying on the Earth and are being replaced with everyone that crash land onto the Earth.
Oh, shit.
So that's why nobody, Arthur Dent, the main character of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, doesn't know the answer, the question to the answer, because he's not originally part of the program. He's essentially a virus.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. What?
What? Wait, what?
exactly.
I'm confused.
As book 2.
Holy shit.
Oh.
I'm,
I never knew about that.
That-
'Cause, yeah, I only read the first book. I had
guys, I'm confused.
that's a paradox there.
I don't know what this means.
It means that we're not descendant of the cavemen that we always find. We are descendant of another life form that was actually kicked off of their planet for being incompetent and useless.
I mean, that sounds about right.
So basically, Arthur Dent sires all of humanity.
Well, no, it's an entire, like, there are, I think, 5 million people, because they got transported to the wrong spaceship. They don't end up
Oh.
on the Heart of Gold. It's Arthur Dent and Ford,
Right.
his friend that saved him in the end,
Yes.
before the end.
Yes.
Crash land with all of these random people race, and I can't remember what they're called because it's such a stupid spelling. It's like Gorgager.
Well, alright then.
Argue
Reading
more
this-
than more.
Reading
That
these
sounds like
books
a s-
hurts your brain.
Oh, yeah.
Hearing about these books hurts my brain. I'm very confused.
I will lend you the book, Chris, because it's an adventure.
They're
and
actually a
half.
lot of fun.
I wouldn't recommend lending me a book right now just because I have a friend who lent me a book and I have to read it still, but my brain's like, I don't want to read right now.
That's fair. When you do, let me know. They are each about the size of the width of my finger.
I was gonna say
They're
you
very
can.
Yeah,
small.
they're
You
actually
can lend
pretty
me
small.
the books. You can lend me the books right now. I have yet to read them.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Whoever wants to, I will only lend out the first 2, obviously, because I need to read the other 3.
Yep, that's fair. It's gonna take me a bit to get through those first 2 anyway.
Yes, because you will need to stop and just close the book and just stare into oblivion as you try to understand what the fuck a babblefish is.
Oh, the babblefish. I forgot about the babblefish.
Babblefish. Who wants to describe the babblefish?
So, if it's what I'm remember, is basically the babblefish is like a space fish that you can, I think you put it in, don't you put it in your ear?
Yeah.
Yep.
And you can understand every language ever created.
Yep, the babblefish is actually right near the beginning of the book, is used to prove that God, in fact, does exist, because without it, obviously, evolution could not create this creature without the presence of something altering it. It goes on like a 3-page rant about this, how God exists because of the babblefish.
Holy crap.
And it changes from like someone saying it to like having a conversation with an entity that is God.
Yes.
Okay.
The books go into take a lot of like little tangents just to explain things.
Yeah, and some of them don't help you at all. They're just like,
No.
let's explain what this gargle blaster drink is. It will you will never need to know why.
And it will never come up again.
No, they mention it a few times, like they mentioned them drinking it, but
Okay.
like, why did I need to know the contents of how it was made and what's in it and how do I make it? Why?
In case I wanted to make it myself somehow, some way.
There's no possible way. They
No.
also got on a tangent about space budgie gizzards and how fancy rich people like to use them as cocktail tasters.
Oh my god.
Why?
You know how like we use olives? They use budgie gizzards to impress other rich kids.
But budgies.
They're space budgies.
No.
I always remember me and my parents always
I
getting
don't
a
like
kick
buttons,
out of the end of the movie, or he has to fight the two mice that want to take his brain, because there's the one mice that always yells, "Take his brain!" and it's something me and my parents quote to each other all the time.
Oh no.
Yeah. I love how they ended. The mice, the fact that the mice are actually the ones that rule the earth are fantastic.
Yes,
Oh, that's
it's
just
the two
the
mice.
best thing.
Bollocks, we don't want to be rich, we want to be famous.
I know.
Take his brain!
Well,
We need it. It's imprinted. And then the fact they mention it in the second book. Did you know Marvin can actually read minds? And he actually knows the answer because it's imprinted on Arthur Dent's brain, and everyone keeps forgetting to ask him.
He can't. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's like, I know what it is. It's imprinted in the monkey man's brain.
Oh,
And they
dear.
yell about it, and then they just never ask him about it again.
Oh
that
my
just
god.
that just reminds me of Star Wars, where C-3PO could speak all these languages. He's like, "Well, I can't speak that language. I've just been forbidden to speak that language.
Oh,
so now
yes,
you have
I
to
remember.
erase my memory so I can speak this language again."
Yeah.
Are you confused, Chris?
I am highly confused. I do
You need
not
to-
know what is happening.
This is a movie you
dear.
need to watch.
It is
Yes.
actually a very fun movie.
This,
Oh,
like-
100%.
This sounds like people trying to also describe Discworld to me, which I have also never read.
I need to read Discworld. I've watched a few of the movies,
There's
and they're
movies?
fantastic.
Yeah, there's movies. There's
Certain ones were made
BBC
into movies. Yep. The one I remember is Hogfather, where Death has to save Christmas by pretending to be the Hogfather, which is Santa.
Isn't that basically A Nightmare Before Christmas?
No,
It's
because
essentially
no, it's
Nightmare
not.
Before Christmas, but not.
Yes. This is good.
Discworld is like, I think, like 100 or something books, and they're all like the size of my fist.
Oh, Jesus.
They're
Yeah,
huge. It's a large, large world.
Yeah.
Terry Pratchett. Terry
Terry
Pratchett would
Pratchett's
be
a
a
special
very interesting world builder.
Well, I mean, he helped write
He
Good
is.
Omens.
No, I mean, what I was meaning to say is that he'd be a very interesting DM.
Oh,
I don't think I'd ever want him as my DM.
No,
I
absolutely
would absolutely want him as my DM. Are you guys insane?
not. Yes.
Yes, I am insane. That's why I don't want that. Yes.
We're all
We know
insane
I'm
here.
insane.
We all go a little bit mad sometimes.
Unless you started there. Then you just get worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's generally how it goes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
Do we have any other stupid tangents about the
I was just gonna say, like the way that this book is describing things and everything, like it reminds me of the book that the Game Grumps produced, Ghost Hunters Adventure Club and the Secret of the Grand Chateau.
Oh,
It's
you
a
mean the one that was
fantastic
totally
book.
done by his uncle?
Yes, totally done by his uncle, Sir Cecil
What's
H.
his
Mills.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's 100%. Yeah, and he just begged and begged to have Game Grumps publish it, and finally they caved. That's
Yeah,
totally
totally.
exactly what happened.
I'm so
Besides the
I am
point.
so confused.
It's okay.
It's one big inside joke. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
But yeah, like just because I read that book when it came out, and it's fantastic, and it does kind of similar the same things where like it just describes so many odd things that you wonder why, and even the characters in the book wonder why. It's like, why did they go into so much detail about this one specific thing? Oh well, and then they even think it's like, oh, maybe it'll come useful later on. And it's like, no, that was just a
Nope.
one-time
No.
thing. That's
Nope.
it.
There is I have this horrible habit of, especially if I'm reading a series, the series will just kind of like, I will never put them back till I finish it, and they will just lay about my house. So I was able to literally just lean back and grab the first book
Oh,
because it
perfect.
was on my back desk. There is something I know that has come up several times in both this one and the second one. Besides the fact that everything is by telephone numbers for some reason.
Oh, like 2 to the power of
No,
284.
it's the improbability drive for some reason likes to do coincidences by telephone numbers.
Oh, okay.
Like the coordinates of where Arthur Dent and Ford got picked up are this, I think, if I remember correctly, the same numbers of the telephone number of the house party that Arthur and
Yes,
Trix
that's what
were
it is.
at.
Yes.
It's really dumb. But the thing that keeps coming up is the history of every major galactic civilization tends to pass through 3 distinct and recognizable phases. Those of survival, inquiry, sophistication, otherwise known as the how, why, and where phases.
I see.
I remember this vaguely.
Yeah, it comes up a lot. Like, I noticed it coming up every, 10 chapters in the second one. And then the examples they used is how can we eat? The second question, why do we eat? And the third of where shall we have lunch? I feel like there's a big jump between question 2 and 3, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
There definitely
very-
is.
God, I can't read, but I do have the titles of the other 4 books on the back of this one. But I took off my glasses
Why would you go
There.
and do such a silly thing?
because I do. Also, they're like they're smaller than ants.
Oh,
The
that's
words
why.
are the words on the back are very, very tiny.
Ah, yes.
So the first one's obviously just called The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The second one is The Restaurant at the End of the Universe, obviously.
Mm.
Yeah.
The third one is called Life, the Universe, and Everything.
AKA
Mhm.
42.
Hmm?
AKA
The fourth
42.
one, 42. Yes,
Yeah.
that is the answer, but we don't know what the question is.
Yes.
The fourth one is called So Long and Thanks for All the Fish.
Oh, I love it.
And the fifth one is the description of Earth in The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which is mostly harmless.
Mostly.
Mostly.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
harmless.
was the original listing of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy was harmless for Earth. And then Ford got stranded here on Earth and changed it to mostly harmless.
Just a little bit stupid.
Yeah.
Extremely stupid.
Extremely.
They make fun of Arthur every sentence by calling him Monkey Man.
Monkey man.
Yeah.
Monkey Man.
He is
Don't
the
you
monkey
wanna
man.
be a monkey? Well, it turns out he's not, because he's not descended from
Yes.
the cave people.
No.
He
Unless
is
the third
problem.
one fucks it up even more.
Which it could.
Which it probably will.
It will. I know. I'm prepared. Because I can read on the SkyTrain. I can't read on the bus.
Mm.
Yeah.
There are several instances of me on the SkyTrain just going, the fuck am I looking at? I don't understand.
This sounds about as confusing as Kingdom Hearts.
Oh.
No, it's worse. I think it's so much worse.
Well, the thing is, because Kingdom Hearts... Well, because from what I've read of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy doesn't also require you to take it seriously, whereas Kingdom Hearts, it's Kingdom Hearts, it doesn't succeed, but it tries to get you to take all this seriously. When, you know, there's one character who's literally 4 to 5 different people at the same time, and he's like, well, so-and-so is actually combined with this other person, is this person, and this person split into 2 different people. One person went into the present and became this person, and this other person also went into the past and became this person.
This person is the same person when you split them in half.
And the main character has 3 different people also living inside him.
This bad boy can fit so many souls inside of him.
Yep. It is. God damn. Yeah, because
I like that use.
I wish that we were joking,
that's the thing is, we are not exaggerating. That is literally what is happening. And also, somehow Disney characters fit into all this.
Yeah. Also, somehow Disney.
Also, because, we're playing the Kingdom Hearts 3 now, and, like...
God. I'm just, like... I wonder, I want to see if we can do the King... I know you already did Kingdom Hearts, but I want to see... Because they haven't.
No, they haven't
for the
played
podcast
Kingdom Hearts
at some point.
Oh, what? What?
What?
Sorry, continue your thought, and then I will say what my confusion was.
Because I'm just trying to think of, like, what was in Kingdom Hearts... What's been in Kingdom Hearts 3 so far? They've done Hercules, because I think they always do Hercules.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, hey, I watched Hercules yesterday.
Honey, you mean Hercules? No,
I'm just thinking, because, like, I'd want to look into the copyright laws regarding them, but I would love to see if we could do Kingdom Hearts.
Disney is
It would be very tough.
Well, here's the thing, though, is that Kingdom Hearts 3, they actually have a thing that says before you stream above it, and it actually gives you kind of the breakdown of the rules for it. So we'd have to look into what that says.
Because, now that they have... Because the thing is, they also have Pixar stuff in it now, because they have Toy Story and Monsters, Inc. as worlds in it. And, oh my god, Toy Story. I never realized, or maybe it's just in the game, Woody and Buzz are so gay.
No, everything in this game is so gay.
But
that's just Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. No, they're pretty sure they've been shipped more than enough times from very early on.
Oh god.
I could not think of that. That's weird. That's like, there's just some pieces of media you just don't ship.
A lot of children's stuff, which is funny.
Not true. It depends on the children's stuff.
Does it though?
Do you know how many people shipped Jack and Elsa from? Which are totally
I remember that too.
That's children's stuff.
Which would work if Elsa wasn't absolutely a lesbian.
Or Ace.
Both of those are plausible.
Both of those are likely at the same time.
Except not, because it's Disney and they're cowards.
Exactly. The only time it can be gay is if it's evil.
Or if it's on screen for like a second at the very end.
Have you actually talked about that the evil gay couple from the new game you're talking about? I think it was the Star Wars The Villains.
Oh, okay. So actually, there's a new Star Wars game coming out.
Sorry,
it's like
Kira.
it's basically, it's not really. it's a Star Wars flight simulator. It's called Star Wars Squadrons, and it's basically you can play as the two sides. You play as the Empire or as the Rebellion. Yeah. And I guess it takes place after like episode 6 and stuff. But there's not much to say about it, but like I know there is a character on the side of the Rebellion who uses they them pronouns, and the internet's having a field day with it, and I'm just like, fuck you. But then there's a character on the Imperial side who is described as having a husband, and I'm just like, well, I mean, that's cool, but also you make the gay guy work for the space Nazis.
There's a little bit of a problem on that end.
I mean, not necessarily a problem. Gay people can be assholes too, but
when this is like your first
big
like
real
foray into having inclusivity, and you make them the clear bad guys.
Yeah.
Again, Disney with queer coding your bad guys. I thought we were done with that.
To be fair, Star Wars has generally not queer coded their bad guys, unless we're counting Supreme Leader Snoke.
Or Hux. was pretty,
Was he?
a little bit.
Was he?
A little bit.
Well, I mean,
I mean, Ursula was literally based off of a drag queen.
I mean, yes, she was. Disney's
100%.
actually has Disney in general does have a history of queer coding their
Because, well,
villains.
there was reasons.
Cruella de Vil.
No, there was actual reasons behind that. There was an actual law, back in the day where it was basically
If you're gonna have this representation, they have
has
to
to
be
be
seen
evil.
as either evil or they have to have. They can't have a happy ending, which is kind of where the whole kill the gays trope kind of.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I remember there was that whole thing
Yeah.
with them.
God damn it.
Yeah, no, there's a whole law. It's basically you cannot show this kind of behavior, and if you do, it's like it's got to be considered.
It has to be in
immoral
a
and
negative
bad.
light.
Yeah, which is awful.
It's terrible, and honestly, we're still kind of slowly crawling our way out of there, baby step by baby step.
Yep.
But we've got a little bit better.
A little bit,
A
not
little bit.
much.
We're
Slowly
still
but
learning.
surely, it's coming.
Slowly but
Maybe.
surely.
Anyways,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
funny. I was just
Kira.
like, what are you talking
Sorry,
about
what?
with the green
I've-
apple?
You
But
had
yes,
your
Kira.
thing.
I've gone into a rabbit hole of questions.
Oh dear, that's never a good time.
that's not a good.
It's
sign.
great. You know how Google has that thing where you type something in, it will have like other related questions.
Oh yes.
There was one that said, "Which order do you read them in?" I'm like, "Oh my god, you shouldn't be reading them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5." And I clicked it.
Shit.
I clicked it. You are supposed to read them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I found out there's a 6th one.
Oh no!
So I'm now looking at it because I'm like, no, there's not, because he was in the middle of writing another series and he died in the middle of it and it's never been finished, and it was the Detective Salmon series.
The what? Nahuna? What?
Douglas Adams is a special man. That's all you need
Yes,
to know.
Douglas Adams was a great human being.
Also,
I don't know if he was human or not.
Kiki was posed very
Oh my goodness.
elegantly.
Look at that cat.
Insert
Yeah,
picture
so
of cat
actu-
here.
I clicked it because I'm like, this is impossible. He's dead. Because the book also, it said it came out in 2009. I'm like, no way, he was dead way before that. I think he died in the 90s. I will double check that in a minute. It was actually written, the 6th book, had been commissioned to write the 6th book with the support of Adam's widow. The same author who did the Artemis Fowl series.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I was kind of just like reading like the little summary wiki has, and I was just like, what?
that is.
So all I
that's
read is-
interesting.
The story begins with death rays bear down on Earth. I'm like, all right, Earth's back again. We know this. There's some character named Bowick Wowbagger.
Wow.
They have been commissioned to kill by him.
By the guy being
Uh,
killed.
the president of the universe grabs the help of Thor to save what's left of humanity. The Asgard god.
Thor?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Thor. Yes, Thor. I know.
I'm just
that
imagining
actually...
Marvel Thor just showing up to kill a random dude.
No. In the second book, I actually know Asgardians exist in this world because they actually show up in the restaurant at the end of the universe. There's a whole table of them. For some reason, Asgardians are real. We don't know why.
Okay.
I mean, hey, if Marvel can just casually be like, "Hey, Asgard's a thing in our world," then I feel like these people can as well.
Yeah,
With, you know,
see,
the whole thing
they-
of dolphins flying away from
Yeah,
the Earth,
yeah.
singing so long, and thanks to all the
Dolphins
fish.
are actually the second most intelligent thing on Earth, followed by
God.
humans, and the most intelligent are the mice.
Oh god.
Okay.
Christ,
Yeah,
that's
that's a thing.
going to be Marvel's next confirmed film.
Hitchhiker's Guide to
Hitchhiker's
the
Guide to
Galaxy.
the Galaxy.
Supposedly, there's also a TV series coming to Hulu next year about
Oh.
this.
I
don't-
think
I'm-
a stroke.
I'm having a wiki rabbit hole moment of questions. There's also a more complete Hitchhiker's Guide, which has a thing called Young Zaphoid Plays It Safe. It's a short story.
Oh,
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Oh no.
There was a
Oh,
television
dear.
series in 1981.
This entire episode's literally just gonna be about Hitchhiker's Guide.
Oh,
That was the-
100%.
that was the joke.
That was the plan.
That's the joke.
I mean, it makes sense, obviously, but
Yeah.
It's 42.
true.
I can't find it, but I don't actually know if they ever get the question to the answer.
I mean, knowing how
I
the
do-
series progresses, I don't know if they ever will.
You'd think in like the
Very
fifth
lost.
book.
Well, he's
there'd be
dead, so-
something.
Yeah.
He's dead. Well,
Yeah, I'm sorry, I just went down a whole rabbit hole and I was just... What?
we have reached
Oh,
our
no.
halfway point if we wanted to do the game.
Yeah, we can do the game. I've got the game loaded.
Yeah,
We can
let's
open
let's
up.
let's
Give
distract
our brain
ourselves a
time
bit for a
to
second.
like think
To,
about things.
yeah, to relax from
Yeah.
that.
And think of and get angry at Kira about not knowing a song again.
Hey, I knew the song.
That's
I
what-
realized that I need to quickly write something down because it didn't save.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
That's not
Thankfully,
the
I
song.
know what. It's not the song. It's the quote.
Hmm.
Thankfully, I know who says the quote off the top of my head, and I know the movie.
Okay, so it's gonna be a movie that Kira knows.
Well, no, it's just I know who's. A movie that Kira knows does not narrow it down for you
Yeah.
In any way, shape, or form.
I don't know a lot of movies, so
Also, it usually has to be a movie I know. I have to find a quote from it.
That is true. I mean, you
Sure.
could just find a random movie quote from something you haven't seen as well.
yeah.
Yeah, you could.
True, I could, but that's no
Don't
fun.
give
Then I
her
can't pull-
ideas.
Then I can't pull facts out of my ass about the movie that's not listed on the wiki.
That is very true.
Exactly.
All right, lyrics come first. Are you guys ready for your first words?
First song.
First song?
Let's
Yes.
do it.
Insert rules here.
Insert all the rules of how you guys aren't allowed to do the Google and shit.
Now you're gonna make me find where I put the rules in one episode, and you can make me put them in here.
You
God
just save them as a.
dang it!
You
Yeah,
could have
just
just
save them as a
saved the
I probably did
text-
somewhere.
as a template in the editor.
We
Yeah,
are
I think I did
professionals.
say. I think I did do that. So I'll just.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest way to
If
do
I
it.
did that, good for me. If not, then I'm a
Kiki,
dumb.
there is a scratching post right beside you.
I have the Dirty Hoe picture saved as a template.
I love it.
Don't
I figured
remember
it
the
would come up
context for
again,
that,
so
but
I
I'm pretty
bothered
sure
to.
it's Cats in the
Nice.
Hat.
It's 100% the Cat in the Hat.
Yes. You dirty hoe.
We quoted it
Yes.
at one point in Breath of the Wilds because we found a hoe.
Yeah.
I mean, I like
A
to think.
literal hoe.
I like to think that was the scene that made. What's the name of the author again?
Dr.
Dr.
Zeus.
Seuss?
Yes,
Dr.
Dr. Seuss. I
Seuss?
just forgot his name. Apparently, I'm an idiot. That I'm pretty sure that would have been the scene that would make Dr. Seuss just roll in his grave.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like he died. He's
Well,
dead. So.
especially considering after that movie, they were like the Seuss estate was like, okay, no
No.
more live action movies.
Yeah. You
Yeah, it
had
was just
you had your chance. You failed.
Yeah, you
had
failed
your
They
chance,
should have
you blew it.
known.
miserably.
They should have known when it was Mike Myers what would happen to that movie.
Yeah.
That was a bad time.
That was.
All right, so you guys ready?
Yes.
Remember the words you told me. Love me till the day I die. Surrender my everything, 'cause you made me believe you're mine. Oh,
Oh, this sounds familiar.
it should.
Is it
I don't-
Evanescence?
No.
It's not Evanescence.
No.
I put Evanescence there just because Devin always says it first.
I always am just like
Do you?
Evanescence.
Oh.
Every time.
I never noticed.
Asks
I
if
listened to
Evanescence.
Evanescence.
They always sound out of context. They always sound like lines from an Evanescence song.
Oh God. One more time before the chorus
what
comes
were
in.
they?
One more time. Remember the words you told me. Love me till the day I die. Surrender my everything, 'cause you made me believe you're mine.
Kings of Leon.
Sorry, what?
Kings of Leon.
No.
Okay. I don't know why that randomly popped into my head.
Sounds like some sort of like Celine Dion song.
Celine Dion.
Oh dear.
All right, you ready for some chorus?
Yeah, let's hear a
You're at the
chorus.
4-minute mark. Say you want me. Say you want me out of your life. That's chorus 1, because this is one of those songs, and I'm just noticing it, that has chorus 1 and chorus 2.
Oh, Jesus.
And I hate those.
Will we get the chorus too?
Say you want me back in your life.
Oh.
They just changed the last line. I did skip the first line of the chorus, so you guys know, because I cannot say it. It's the title of the song.
There's no words before the title of the song?
No.
Okay.
It's the title of the song. In the chorus, it's the title of the song, the words I gave you, and then the next verse.
Okay. It's not like the Finger 11 incident from the last episode.
Yeah.
Where I skipped a whole line.
Yeah.
No, it is literally just the title of the song.
Okay.
This one's gonna piss me off again. I just know it.
Yeah,
Probably.
same.
I enjoy pissing people off. It's what fuels me.
'Cause I can just feel. I can feel the song, and I don't know what it is.
I don't know. This one's... This one's...
Sorry, for some reason it wasn't showing me the wiki I have up wasn't giving me the placing. We have 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You guys are at halfway. So this is actually an Australian band. Australia.
That's.
That sounded more Russian.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was taking off my glasses.
Australia.
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 This is
Yeah.
horrible. I'm like, you say Australian band, and immediately I was like, is it Russell Crowe's band?
I was thinking. My brain immediately went AC/DC.
No.
AC/DC is also Australian.
Yeah, I know.
It is the 11th best-selling single in Australian history.
I'm trying to think of Australian bands. Duran Duran?
Because it's not Duran Duran.
Okay.
I didn't know this was an Australian band, if that helps.
Oh, okay, that's not gonna help us
Okay,
then.
that... Not really. Can I ask if it's one guy or if it's a band?
It is a band.
Okay. That didn't really help at all, but I thought I'd ask.
No, didn't think so.
It doesn't
No.
sound like Imagine Dragons, and I don't think that they're an Australian band.
No, they're from...
not.
They're from, like, Vegas, aren't they?
I don't know.
There it is.
I know very few bands.
Same.
No, that was why, like, when the Nevada shootings happened, like, they played nothing but Imagine Dragons for the longest time.
There was a Nevada shooting. There's a shooting.
Yeah,
Nevada.
in Vegas. It happened,
Yeah.
No,
like,
they have a
last
lot of
year or 2
shootings
years
in the
ago or
States.
something.
Yeah, it was good.
No,
It was
I
like-
know
Mir actually
that.
likes to shoot things.
This
I don't
this was
remember
like
all of them.
this was like a massacre type of thing.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah, it was. 'Cause it was
Oh,
during,
is that the one
it
in
was
the-
the one during the
where-
Oh,
concerts.
that was the
Yeah.
Pulse or something.
So this song specifically was the most streamed Australian album. Well, it says, I'm not sure if it's the song or the album it's talking about anymore. The album that the song is, that is the same name as the song, is the most streamed Australian album of 2018. Ever.
Is it The Weeknd?
Who?
The Weeknd's Canadian.
Right, I remember that now immediately after I said that.
When you said The Weeknd, I went to like The Weekenders, the show that
Oh
used
my
to
God.
air in like the early 2000s.
I love
we're
that
going
show.
back to odd TV shows in the middle of the game. You guys got 20 seconds. Go,
Yeah,
go
we're
on,
not gonna
spit
get
things
it.
out.
I don't think we're gonna get it.
If it makes it any easier,
I immediately forgot
I
the
have
first-
no idea.
Yeah.
Immediately forgot the first lyrics, and those are the only ones that sounded familiar.
The first lyrics are remember. Oh,
No.
sorry.
That's
Last
okay.
guesses.
No.
No, nothing.
The band is 5 Seconds of Summer,
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
I've
and the song is Youngblood.
heard
don't
of
think I've
them.
ever
I've
heard-
never heard any of their stuff.
I think I've heard of a couple of their songs.
I haven't even heard of them, so you guys are ahead of me there.
Devin knows no music.
I know
I
no
know
music.
nothing.
Literally
Jon
me.
Snow.
Whenever we do this game, I'm just like, I don't know.
Are you guys ready for your obscure song that I pulled out of my ass?
Let's
Oh,
give it a
God.
go.
So I'm going to give you several lines right from the beginning because I doubt any of you know it. And also it relates back to the episode 42.
Cool.
The world is too heavy, too big for my shoulders. Come take this weight off me now. Thousands of answers to one simple question. Come take this weight off me now. Go.
Is it Evanescence?
No, it is not Evanescence.
Evanescence isn't obscure enough for me.
No.
And I know way too many Evanescence songs from my 14-year-old days.
Same.
And also from my current days.
Same.
Yeah.
I didn't know who Evanescence was till last year.
Oh. You never heard
Well.
of Wake Me Up Inside?
Wake me up.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know the artists and bands
Save
normally.
me.
Same!
I don't even know the song titles half the time. I just know the tune and how the
Same.
words go.
Yep, that's
That's
literally
fair.
me. That's
Yes,
why I
that
don't
is the
know
problem
any
that
of
is
these.
currently occurring at this very moment. Here, I thought that I would be good at this game.
Nope.
I see. That's the difference between me. I knew I wouldn't be good
See,
at this game.
but I know a lot of songs. They're just a lot of songs that are not these ones.
All right, you guys ready for the chorus?
Yeah,
Sure.
let's hear it.
Oh, I'm like a kid who just won't let it go, twisting and turning the colors in rows. I'm so intent to find out what it is.
I have no idea
That's
what the hell
I
this
did not
is.
skip the beginning line this time.
No idea.
I have zero idea.
Twisting and turning the colors in rows. All right, let me find that wiki page I found.
Yeah, random facts time.
Random facts time because there was almost none.
Oh, fun.
I've got like 2 paragraphs.
Oh my.
Oh, jeez.
Years active for the band itself. The genres of music they have. We've got indie rock, alternative rock, post Brit pop. I still don't know what that means.
I'm gonna write down.
They were
this
only
band name when I
active
find
between
it.
the year. Yeah, they were only active between the years 2000 and 2013, and have gone on hiatus since. And we have heard nothing of them since. They just we're going on hiatus, and then there's been nothing.
I'm gonna have to write down this band later because this seems like my kind of music.
This song made me cry the first time I heard it. Actually, random Kira fact, the first time I heard this song was actually a Jingle Jam.
What now?
Mark, if any of you doesn't know who the Jingle Jam is, it's the Yogcast charity Christmas stream. They got to a certain amount of money, and one of the Yogscast members sang this song, actually, live. And then they played the recording, the nice, proper recording they did in the studio.
Huh. That
I
doesn't
don't think
help.
this will help doesn't help either of you, but it was also my favorite Yogscast member to this day.
I don't know
Okay,
Yogg's
interest-
cast well enough.
Fun Kira facts.
Fun Kira facts. Those are the best facts. Are fun Kira facts.
Yeah.
It's fact time with Kira.
Facts time with Kira. Also, the one that did this one, he also did another song. I don't think it was by the same band, as well as a duet with his counterpart, who I don't think they do videos together anymore, but I love them both dearly.
I don't even know what Yogg's cast is, so
It's like, do you remember the Creatures?
no.
Do you know Achievement Hunter?
I am aware of them.
Alright, so you know how they're a big YouTube family of gamers?
Okay, I do now.
That's what the Yogscast are, but they're the British equivalent. They've also been on the BBC at several points and have giant bus advertisements for them.
Holy crap.
The
Okay.
Yogscast is very large. I want to go to their town one time just for the hell of it. We have about a minute left.
Yeah, I still got nothing.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Let's see if I can give you more lines. The credits roll over the edge of horizons that I haven't discovered yet. Yes, I chose several songs that would make sense for our 42 number. Also, the song is named after a fun child's game. I say child's game, but I know adults that still can't do this. I can.
Cat's Cradle?
Call back to our conversation. No, it's not Cat's Cradle.
Damn it!
Something that you can do.
Something I can do, but I have a very stupid array of skills, so I don't know if that helps you.
Adults can't do.
I've seen it's supposed to be a child's. I use the word game loosely. I can do it. I know adults that can't do it. I've never seen a child do it, but I know that they can. Sold in the toy section with the cards in Walmart. There's my timer. The song is by a artist or band, I'm still not sure, called Athlete.
Okay.
Called what now?
The song is called Rubik's Cube.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Oh my
Twisting
god!
and turning the colors in rows.
I literally, part of my brain was just like, maybe it's something that's, maybe it's like Rubik's Cube.
That's why I specifically repeated that one line of twisting and turning the colors in rows to help.
How
did not help.
I miss that.
See, I was
Except-
thinking of like a pathway that were different colors.
I just didn't get it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is actually a very sad song, and it's a very good song. I listened to it as again. This is a song that exists on my phone.
What was the band called?
Athlete.
Like the thing that people do for fun? Sports?
Rubik's
and
Yes.
Cube.
stuff?
No, that professionals do.
For some reason. Because they
Yeah,
hate themselves.
I don't know why they would want to ever do that,
I don't
but
know.
they do that.
Okay.
They get money for it. All right, you guys ready for your movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing-
hear.
Let me
might
let me
actually do.
type in those scores of 0. 1 sec.
Is this going to be another clean sweep? I hope not.
I don't. If it is, I would be surprised. Let me open my timer again.
It might still be a one.
Well,
It might be a clean sweep. My taste in movies is highly different than everyone else's, as is my taste in music. You guys ready?
Yep.
Let's
Hit
do
me.
it.
Sorry, I said hit me.
Hit me. Smack.
Yeah, that hurt my hand. I hit my hands pretty hard.
Oh.
The quote is, "I do wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner."
That's Silence of the Lambs.
Yes, it is. Now, who says it?
Hannibal Lecter.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah,
That was an easy
There we go.
one.
Devin got some more points.
Yeah, Devin is now a part of this game.
Devin has entered the game.
Devin has entered the game.
yeah, me and I went out to Subway last night to get me and my brother dinner. And I came back and he's like, "I put on Silence of the Lambs." I'm like, "Oh, sweet, that's good." And I would sit down and I was like, "Sweet," because our parents had gone out to an anniversary dinner or someone else's.
Okay.
So it was just us, and I went and got Subway because I have coupons.
Oh, perfect.
Not sponsored, it's just I had coupons and I'm cheap.
Fair.
So I sat down and I was giggling at certain parts because I was also high,
Yes.
Yeah.
which is legal in this country.
Which is before or after D&D?
This was before
This
D&D.
was before
Good.
D&D.
Because
I had
Yeah.
not started drinking. I was high already. And we got partway through the movie, and my brother was like, "Why? What was this?" I'm like, I kind of just turned around. I'm like, "Have you never watched this?" And they're like, "No." It's like, how have you lived this long in this house and no one has made you watch this?
Huh.
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
It's of the 3 movies they made, it's the best one.
There was
Yes.
3 of them?
Yeah, there's Silence of the Lambs. Was the first one they made.
Red Dragon and
Is it-
Hannibal.
Oh.
Hannibal Rising. It's called Hannibal Rising.
Well, there's 2. There's one called Hannibal, which they did with Anthony Hopkins, and there was Hannibal Rising, which was a prequel with a young guy playing. him.
Oh.
Hannibal, I think just Hannibal was wasn't that not the movie? Wasn't that the TV show?
No, there was also
There
the
was
TV
also a
show
TV
with
show
Mads
with Mads
Mikkelsen,
Mikkelsen.
but it was
Yeah.
2001, and it's another one with Hannibal and Clarice Starling, but they replaced Jodie Foster with Julianne Moore.
Oh, I don't
Oh.
actually have that in my list.
Yeah.
Normal Hannibal is not here.
It's an interesting movie. There's a scene where he literally he like cuts off the top of a dude's head, like slices off a piece of his brain, cooks it, and feeds it to him.
Oh, so
Well.
there's Hannibal the movie, 2001.
There's also, and it's actually, did you know that Silence of the Lambs and specifically Anthony Hopkins, that is not the first movie to feature Hannibal Lecter in it.
No, it's not.
There was a movie
No, it's
years prior called Manhunter, which was
Yep, I'm just looking at it right now when I was trying to find Hannibal
which is
the movie.
basically the same story as the Red Dragon movie that they did again with Anthony Hopkins, but it was Brian Cox, the actor who played Hannibal Lecter in that.
Yeah. If you ever want movies about cannibals, go watch any of the Hannibal ones or the Hannibal TV show.
I think I've had enough cannibals in my life for now.
Is it just because I keep throwing cannibals at you?
Yes, it's exactly because you keep throwing cannibals at me.
Good.
No context.
Why not? They're cannibals. Yeah, so we got through the whole movie. We did pause it for a while in the middle. It was a lot to take in.
Yeah.
Out. Silence of the Lambs. It is honestly, it's great. I was gonna give you guys the hose quote.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Put the lotion on their skin unless it gets the hose again.
I would have actually gotten that one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
No, you wouldn't, because I doubt any of you know the real name of Buffalo Bill.
Oh.
I wouldn't have accepted Buffalo
wouldn't have
Bill.
accepted
That's
Buffalo
not his
Bill.
name.
Oh,
Nope,
fuck.
it's not his name. It was what the FBI called him.
Yeah, because that was the serial killer name.
Ed Geiner?
It was not his name.
Yeah.
So I don't think any of you would have gotten it.
I think
I
it
have
was
it.
Bill something, wasn't it?
It was not Bill. It was a B, but it was not Bill.
See, and I just don't watch these types of movies as it is, so I wouldn't have got it regardless.
The only reason why I would have come close to getting it is because when I worked at Tim Hortons, my coworker and I, we would always try to throw there's a little spoon when you have to stir the coffee, and you throw it into these ice cups, and all the time you just like wind up missing. So it's like they put the spoon in the cup or they get the hose again.
I was good. Oh, I was wrong. It doesn't start with a B at all. It's
William Frederick Cody.
what?
Oh, that's the real Buffalo Bill. Never mind, wrong one.
Yeah, no, that's the American soldier Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
Buffalo Bill.
many
His
of
name
them.
was James Gumb.
Oh.
Jamegumb. Yeah, Jane Gumb. Yeah, that guy was.
He was
I
an
think they would
interesting
probably
person.
actually pronounce it Jamie, usually.
Yeah, I think I think if I remember correctly, last night they pronounced it as James,
Oh.
I always remember
even though there's no S.
that movie kind of interesting because, like, I'm probably in the minority, but I honestly found him more scary than Hannibal Lecter.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Well,
he was
I mean,
terrifying.
Hannibal Lecter's meant to be charming and charismatic.
Yeah, but he's also
Yeah, he was a gentleman.
he was a gentleman, even though he I remember how he gets out of prison and that he's basically he disguises himself as one of the people he's attacked by literally removing his face and like putting it on his own face.
Yep.
Ah, that sounds
He
about right.
he cut off the face of one of the officers after biting off his nose.
Bill
and part
or
of his
the other one?
Hannibal.
Oh.
Hannibal Lecter. He made the for anyone who's seen the TV series Hannibal, there's a skin angel, the skin angel.
Yeah.
He did that with one officer and some flags. So instead of a skin angel, it's a flag angel. But the man is horribly dead.
Skin Angel? Because I know...
He like cuts open the skin, makes wings,
Oh, okay. So I know
puts
there
it on
was
display.
Viking... there was a Viking torture method, I think it was. Or something
Yeah,
like
the
that.
Blood Eagle.
Blood Eagle, that's what I was thinking of.
Blood Eagle.
Yeah.
It's very similar. And
With
he
the,
takes for the other officer, he kills him a lot more because he was actually crawling away to get help. Cuts off his face, throws him on top of the elevator, and pretends to be the dead officer, even taking his uniform and switching clothes.
Well, that'll do it. I mean, I don't know why nobody would notice the bleeding, fleshy skin
They
from your
did.
skin.
They thought that was Hannibal.
Yeah.
No,
They actually thought it was worse.
the face on the face?
Well, no, because he had also like slashed open the face, so it was heavily bleeding. He put blood on him to make him look like he was hurt and dying.
Oh, I see.
Like he covered himself in blood.
Yeah, basically he swapped places with one of the guards he had attacked.
Well,
Yeah.
that'll do it.
And because when he put his quote unquote his body on top of the elevator, he put it face down, so they couldn't see
The
that
face.
it was a man without a face.
Yeah.
And they didn't go through the elevator shaft door like the one in the elevator. They went up a floor and looked down.
The original face stealer.
Yeah, pretty
If
much.
I remember correctly, Buffalo Bill was loosely based on Leatherface.
I think he was.
Isn't that
It really
Ed
would
Gein?
make sense. There's nothing here that says that, but it really is.
Well, the thing is, because I do also remember there was the whole thing where I think, and it's been a while since I've seen the movie all the way through, so I can't remember. And also, again, this was a movie in the, was it 80s or 90s it came out?
I no longer have it up.
Yeah, but basically,
80s.
because Buffalo
Actually,
Bill
okay.
was
Buffalo Bill was actually based on 3 serial killers.
Yeah.
Ted Bundy, Gary M. Heidnik, and Ed Gein. So it's like, I know Ed Gein is involved in here somewhere.
Yeah.
1991.
Because it's basically his thing was he would kidnap women and basically he would kill them and he would remove their skin and make a skin suit because I think he wanted to he wanted to become a woman. I think was his kind of his thing.
He went to Hannibal Lecter as a patient once, and his quote unquote lover, which was an actual patient of Lecter's, like a common patient of Lecter's. So Buffalo Bill hated himself, and from child-induced trauma, like child induced to him as a child. So he hated himself. So he thought because he hated himself, he thought he was trans and wanted to be a woman and applied for the sex change. Got denied at all 3 medical clinics.
Because he probably didn't actually have the gender dysphoria.
Yes, he did not. He just, and he was also extremely violent. And because of, obviously, the child trauma that he had. Mm-hmm. So he thought, obviously, his way of going around that was to make a woman suit, so he was killing chunkier women so that they would be large enough to make a suit out of.
Yeah.
All sorts of fucked up there.
Yeah, the movie was horribly fucked up.
Yeah.
It's great. I love it.
I've never seen a lot of those things, because I'm actually not big on horror.
There was, to prove actually Hannibal, that they really pushed the point of Hannibal being a gentleman is one of the reasons he helped the FBI agent, because he felt bad. Because of something his, the cellmate beside him did.
Yeah.
Do you remember what happened there, Devin?
I do remember what happened there.
Do you want to know what happens there, Chris?
I don't think...
Sure, why not? I'm assuming it's something to do with sexual things we do not mention on TV, on podcast.
Oh, we can mention it here. I'm pretty sure we've already listed that this is definitely not for children, haven't we?
We have now.
Yeah.
I think it is actually. YouTube automatically makes it not for children now.
Yeah, but there's still some things that get you demonetized.
Like we were monetized to begin with.
Yeah, that's fair.
We've never been monetized.
Yeah.
So the cellmate beside Lecter is in all the cellmates in by Lecter are obviously batshit insane. The one beside him is Miggs. I can't remember his full name. When the FBI agent student, she is still a student, Clarice Starling, walks by, he tells her that I can smell your cunt.
Oh boy.
So when she leaves Lecter because he refuses to talk to her anymore, he's done playing with her. He goes on a little bit rant how something about his wrists and look at the blood, and as he does that, he's actually stripped naked and he's jacking off and throws his jizz at her.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It lands on her face. Hannibal gets really mad, yells at her to come back. She comes rushing back, breaks a rule of not going up to the glass because she goes right up to the glass. He gives her a bunch of information and tells her to run because even though Miggs is insane, he can't get it up again that fast.
Mm-hmm.
Well...
And then Hannibal talks to Miggs through the walls, and he kills himself by swallowing his own tongue.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Okay.
Yep. Silence of the Lambs, guys. Great movie.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't think I want to watch that movie.
You don't want to watch that movie.
I was surprised. It's not a movie you would enjoy.
It's a horror to begin with.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like true crime and like serial killer documentaries and stuff like that. Like, I used to be obsessed with Criminal Minds for a while. And, I mean, that's not really a good accurate representation, but
no.
Still, I think I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, that's fair. It's fair. Is there anything else we need to mention while we're here, children?
Wow, what a topic to end off on.
Yeah,
right?
we've basically spent this entire podcast has been Hitchhiker's Guide.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yep.
With occasional music in the middle. We
had a music break.
with a little bit of music, no, or a little bit of kids, no kids.
I wouldn't let kids read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
No.
No.
I mean,
No. No.
all right.
They have a robot that's clinically depressed because they wanted him to be.
I mean, children are clinically depressed.
Fair.
I was clinically depressed as a child. I am clinically depressed now.
Although I'm probably not the best person to talk. I would probably let my kids watch Coraline.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's a movie that was meant for kids.
It's not.
That does...
boobs!
No.
And also just no.
Also, I watched Coraline as a child. I
Yes.
watched it as a child.
Yeah, you,
Yeah,
no.
but it's not actually scary.
Fuck you.
The original It when it to a 2-year-old.
Oh well, yeah, that's fair.
The original It to a 2-year-old. I had a whale of a time. It was my favorite movie for a long time, and then I watched Rose Red, and that was my favorite movie for a long time.
I don't know what that one is, and I don't think I want to, but at this rate.
Winchester House, but worse.
Oh.
Yeah, the Stephen King version of the Winchester House.
There was another guy who had a really creepy house that was like the murder house that the Sweeney Todd was based off of. What was it? It was Holmes, I
That
think.
was also probably. But on that note,
Yeah, we should probably end it there.
let's end it there. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The buttons.
Yes.
You know what?
Salmon.
Let's keep on the topic of murder.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
Liver and chicken heart. Those are your flavors today. I
Cool.
advise you to lick them, give them a good old taste. I'm not going to tell you what kind of liver.
That's up for
Did
you
you know
to decide.
Did you know that human apparently tastes like veal? Have fun with that thought.
Yeah. Also, not illegal in Canada. Bye, guys!
Bye.
Oh, God. See ya.